We want to jump right back into the breaking news on the deadly crash Wednesday in Santa Fe, one that killed two first responders. Police say they arrested the suspected driver today, Jeannie Jaramillo. They say she lied about being kidnapped and that there was actually no one else in that stolen car with her that day. They say she is responsible for that chase on I-25 and the crash, and she'll be facing murder charges. This comes, of course, as the communities across New Mexico continue to mourn the loss of Santa Fe police officer Robert Duran and retired Las Vegas firefighter Frank Lovato, who are both killed in that incident. We want to get right to Chase Golightly now, who asked state police a bunch of questions today at a news conference. And Chase, that includes why they were ever talking about a male suspect in this case, and why it took so long for them to get their focus on Jaramillo.
Tommy, according to police, this all comes down to a web of lies Jeannie Jaramillo told not only investigators, but also us. When we questioned her about it yesterday, nearly 24 hours before she was arrested and charged. Did he have that knife to you, or could you see that knife?
Yes, and he also had a gun.
Police confirmed the key parts of what Jeannie Jaramillo told us about what happened during Wednesday's deadly crash, killing two first responders, was a lie.
The New Mexico State Police have now concluded through our detailed investigation that there was never a kidnapping or a male suspect involved. Jaramillo's actions put the entire public in danger and took the lives of two dedicated public servants. She caused a senseless tragedy that has impacted the community of Santa Fe, Las Vegas, and all of New Mexico.
New Mexico State Police had a press conference 3 days after the crash, saying this victim turned suspect is responsible for everything, and there was never anyone else besides Jaramillo in the car.
We believe Jaramillo led officers on a chase, driving the suspect car and causing the fatal crash that killed Officer Duran and Mr. Lovato.
Jaramillo was taken into custody Saturday and faces multiple charges, including 2 counts of first-degree murder. They also brought up Jaramillo's criminal past, where she has had multiple run-ins with the law.
Her statement during the incident is suspiciously similar to her statement in this incident, including a male subject holding her against her will with a knife to her neck.
They are talking about an incident from just a few months ago in Cibola County. Investigators then determining there was never a suspect in that case either. But what led to her arrest was the data they obtained from the car police say she was driving. It revealed there was no other person inside the car, and her DNA was on the driver's side airbag.
There is, without question, sufficient cause to assert that Jaramillo was driving the stolen vehicle willfully and freely from any kind of duress when she fled from law enforcement.
Jaramillo is being held at the Santa Fe Adult Detention Center. We were told that on Monday, the district attorney's office will file a motion for pretrial detention to keep her behind bars until her trial, Tommy.
And Chase, our team uncovered this major twist yesterday. We reported the court document shows she was the only one in that car. An officer stated that in these court documents, as he said that is what he saw that day.
That's right. So we asked state police, with that knowledge, why wasn't she arrested sooner? But it's important to remember, Tommy, that in those previous cases where she reported nearly the same situation, they were dismissed and she was never convicted. So gathering this DNA evidence was key in making this arrest. We also asked about that original 911 call that came from that Santa Fe apartment complex. State police told us that it was Jaramillo that went up to a resident there telling them she was being kidnapped and held against her will. So that resident called police to report it. However, it was also revealed tonight that reporting party only saw Jaramillo and not the suspect she described to police. Authorities also said that witnesses at the scene told them they saw someone else besides Jaramillo exit the car, and again, according to authorities, that turned out not to be true.
Right, and those observations we know led to a be on the lookout alert getting sent out about an innocent man who wasn't even involved. All right, thank you, Chase, for that.